Hey, baby dolls, while the rest of the crypto market digests if Bitcoin is going to keep rolling down and over, we are witnessing a bit of some sexy HEX support. I know this is like atrociously low, but if you look at it down here, you have this tiny green weekly candle. Now, no, it's funny. Like, what are you talking about? Well, look, if we just go back and check out this period here and this period here, we might be getting that period here. Now, here's the thing. We are on PulseChain. We are red on the weekly super chain. With HEX, this is pHEX. We're like almost close on the red. We're so close. However, if PulseChain's a spear, it doesn't mean the other things can't go up. It just means on average, the whole ecosystem doesn't get to flourish up and need some time to reset. If you go back to HEX's chart in 2020 and 2021 in proper bull market on a cycle one coin, back then, it stayed in the weekly red super trend for about 4 to 5 months, okay? Now, I don't know if it's going to happen 4 to 5 months here, and I'm going to remind you, if you go to the PulseChain chart, you actually get to see it. You get to see how it's red now. See, it's red on the weekly super trend. So 4 to 5 months, friends, would be about September, just to show you. Hopefully, it's less than that. And remember, it's only going to go back above 60% day one sack. So it's very possible that this thing just kind of moves up, move down. But here's the thing, man. This is quite some time. And then hopefully after this, we actually start getting to use our proper log chart so we can actually go up once and for all. But we still got some resistances to fight off along the way, man. We've still got, friends, 3x day one sack for PulseChain, PLS. That's here. That's the PulseChain launch high. And also, pHEX was day one sack at that price. Exactly day one sack. So pretty much break even for everyone from 3 years ago. And you can see it right now on the chart. Richard injects $14 million. It smacks down freaking, smacks down 70%. So as you can see, there's like the break even soy boys, friends. It's all about those break even soy boys. They're coming back here. So while these things are still fleshing themselves out, there's still a lot of opportunity to participate in. Now, here's the thing, friends. A lot of you said, go to Solana and Coinbase. Friends, I'm ready. I'm just not buying expensive prices. They're there. We're ready to do that. It just takes 2 seconds, man. I want depression. Everybody is looking at them. And by the way, now I think about it, the fact that not everybody, but a lot of people in my YouTube, there's Discord messages, there's Telegrams, everybody's talking to me, get on Solana and Coinbase. I'm like, I know how this turns out. It doesn't turn out well. Everybody's already in. Everyone's in. You need to be in months ago, friends. You have to look at the stuff that no one's talking about. But guess what? This makes it tough in crypto. No one's talking about a lot of things. XRP, and then Litecoin, and then the ordinals on Doginals or whatever. There's so many things no one's actually talking about. Does that mean you go and buy all of them? You can't, because you just run out of coins, run out of candy. So yeah, I completely understand that. That's why my strategy, friends, Warren Buffett stuff. I'm just telling you, learn from the greatest. Just buy low. That's it. Buy low, wait forever. Eventually, the market gives you the turn. Eventually. If you're trying to predict the next narrative, friends, I'm telling you right now, man, I've seen it. Friends, I follow the same people. I follow them on Telegram. I follow them on Twitter. I put them on notifications. I follow these people. Oh, this guy's he's got like a hot streak. He's predicted the next past narrative. Man, they don't know anything, friends. I'm telling you now, it's more random than you think. It's more random than you think. What's the attention going to be put on from the marketplace? It sounds so logical when you speak to the winners of it, but let's play some pump music for them as well. The winners, friends, because our bag's going to pump. Yes, it sounds so logical when you speak to the one winner, but then you speak to 30,000 other people who also had other ideas, and it doesn't play out. That's why if you just get cheap coins, you'll have an advantage. Now, what I also like here, friends, as we're seeing a bit of the pHEX strength, this is the eHEX pHEX chart. I know. So there was bottom signal threats around here. There was also more potential bottom signal stuff here. So this is what we kind of expect. It could just flush around here, friends. We don't know. Flush around here, and then you eventually get something else later on. So people want to know, why even bother with eHEX? Well, eHEX is thinner liquidity, and friends, it actually has now rinsed out more people, because eHEX, yeah, it doesn't have Richard Byrne, but eHEX, friends, just like, you don't have to touch it at all. You can just be on full on pHEX if you want. But eHEX, friends, the T shares are more scarce now because it's too expensive to end everybody's stake on Ethereum. So remember, everybody who has a stake is a dumper. So I basically just told you, most of the sellers can't sell. leave because it's too expensive for them to get their coins to sell every day that ticks on. But it doesn't mean these things just move on straight away, friends. This could make us wait the whole year. I mean, it's not that long, right? You've way through here and then pop. It could do something like that. And a lot of people ask me, hey, who's even going to buy this? And where's the narrative going to come from? Look, friends, people are greedy. You understand that? People are greedy. There are people with eHEX stakes who have been in from the first day and it's bleeding a lot. And maybe they're going to have stakes, friends, due at the end of this year. Do you think they're going to shut their mouths to the community about eHEX when they know if they just got a narrative to run, they could get out a lot of profit? Do you think they're actually going to refrain themselves? I don't think so. I think greed overpowers all. Greed. I believe people will be greedy and they're basically going to tell everyone, eHEX can come back, eHEX can come back. That's what I think eventually is going to play out. That's why we just leave it, let it go. It can take 6 to 9 months. And guess what? If it drops even lower, even better. Get to buy more. You can also look at the eHEX pulse ratio, which is beautiful itself too. Remember, if it goes up into here, friends, you probably want to be rotating back into pulse. Okay, yes, I would like it to go higher, but just giving you an idea of a range. It's another way to make more like yield on PulseChain if you want to consider it like that, which you probably should. It's a pretty good way to think about things. Now, what I'm also going to show you is ICOSA, friends. ICOSA, very important because it is a super thin liquidity compared to HEX. It's going to go like $10, $20 million of market cap. And it popped up green weekly super trend, bounced off here. Here we go. This is the ICOSA HEX ratio. Now, here's the thing. We still haven't heard anything from Alex. Maybe they're cooking something in the background. I don't know. It's risky. But hey, it's super thin. It's beautiful. ICOSA's leverage on HEX. So pHEX, man, I'm cheering on pHEX. Get back to 10 cents. Please get back to 10 cents. Please. So we can cheer everything on. Now, the first big resistance is actually, friends, it's actually 5 cents. 5 cents is the launch price from a year ago. If we just get back to 5 cents, man, just get us there. Because we just, that 5X, maybe Pulse and PulseX lag a bit. Maybe because it's got to catch up. Or maybe they match up in. We just need it. We need everything to recover. But yeah, it's now Bitcoin halvening time. Are we going to be topping out in 12 months? I guess we'll find out. Now, friends, there's a lot of amazing things happening on PulseChain. And it's funny. No one's talking about them. I don't care, friends. Everyone in PulseChain community is talking about it. But no one out there in crypto. They're talking about Solana. Friends, this is the funny part, okay? Every time the little squirrels, okay, come to me and say, come check out this amazing thing on Solana. I go look at it at Coinbase as well. And I open it up. And all I see is this chart that's just gone parabolic. And I'm like, Habib, you were early 8 weeks ago. Okay, this thing used to be 300K market cap. Now it's 48 million. You understand? The people in here, they're up like, you know what, 30 to 40 times their money. And I know, friends, the people who are sending me these, God bless your hearts. I know you're trying to help. I just want you to know you're buying high. Because you have to look around everywhere else. You're lucky, friend like me, highest value content in crypto that you like and subscribe to whilst wearing fluffy slippers. I'm actually telling you observational stuff. Like, guess what? You know how you think you're early? Well, you're actually not. You know why? The whole crypto industry thinks they're early. Remember my traffic jam example, friends. If everyone's told there's a traffic jam that's going to happen at 7 o'clock, guess what? They will leave early at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock and they become the traffic jam all over again. You see that? It's the same thing in crypto. We've effectively priced it in. Now, this is DickWifButt against pulse ratio. By the way, yes, we're going to cheer this on, friend. This is a phenomenal feat to do this. You can't just accidentally do this. This is a nice cup. Now, friends, I don't know if it's going to keep going up forever. No one else does, okay? But at the end of the day, all right, at the end of the day, when you're looking at this, it can still screw around. The good thing is that you know, all right, it's not a rug, part of Tang universe. There's plenty more others to come. I get plenty more. And we recently saw like the banana coin that launched yesterday, friends. Now, obviously, look, I'm just telling you right now, you know, your friend saw me here. Look, it literally went out of the box. Yeah, 1.5 million market cap isn't cheap. It isn't like, sorry, it isn't expensive, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's gone up in a straight line, up 3-4x. Sometimes, friends, remember, this is a 1 hour chart. You just got to wait for these to play out. Maybe this thing goes sideways for quite some time, and then eventually it's ready to go. Maybe. I'm just drawing squiggly lines. I'm just telling you right now, I just want to see how high everything in the ecosystem goes. That's it. When everyone out there is screaming about PulseChain, you never know, friends. Maybe PulseChain ecosystem makes it all the way to Crypto Banter Show, where they have a whole week on it. There's also other things, friends, as well for Ethereum. This is Landwolf. You know, we're just part of the Landwolf community. There's going to be many others as well that we're looking for. But I'm just showing you, okay, if there's an Ethereum narrative return ETF, Probably Ethereum meme coins have a flush. Probably. I don't know. And you have the ribbiting playing out. Pepe return later on. But then you also have to consider things like, okay, at some point though, it depends how high Ethereum is, right? The rotation probably starts to happen and then maybe PulseChain gets to participate. So we don't know, right? So look, this is just my guess. My guess, friends, is even if Richard, I think everyone will be surprised, but just guessing, okay? Even if Richard doesn't rotate sacrifice funds in, I think if ETH BTC goes up, all right, we will probably see people just naturally join PulseChain organically. That's what I'm just guessing. Now, obviously, I hope it could be COPE. A lot of people say it's COPE, but that's basically what's been going on. So we've been going down. Our sentiment has been going down with ETH BTC, okay, EVM down. But if this reverses up, probably mighty surprised. We're like, well, he didn't even inject much funds, and people have naturally come in. You get to see, friends. Remember, Ethereum is actually king daddy of the altcoins. There's plenty more other things to update you on. This is pDAI, friends. A lot of people are doing pDAI just on the PLS, on its USD ratio. Of course, it's great. I hope it goes up and up and up forever. That's what I really want. Okay, but when you're looking at something like this, the PLS ratio to me is most important. We come up, we actually break the high, and now we might just be zipping around. Because just to let you know, friends, look, if pDAI is destined for its greatness, okay, DAI from PulseChain, right? The protein DAI. When it starts going up, you're going to get more people who are just going to buy and sell. They believe in it, they don't. This happens with everything, every single coin, okay? And this is just very, very normal. It goes up. Anything that goes up, we get rid of these weak hands and go, okay, sweet. Now we have to move around and see, okay, do we finally want to move up further or do we want to stick around more? And like it takes more and more economic energy to move it. And of course, not financial advice, friends, but this is Teddy Bear. Now, this is Teddy Bear on its USD ratio. I know, friends, you all love this. You all love the USD price charts. Everyone loves that. I know, I love them too. I love them too. However, I want to know, am I buying cheap or not? That's what I care about. And look at, man, this is actually really nice. This is the Teddy Bear pulse ratio. Okay, this is very nice. Of course, it can go back down and do this, but this is what you want to see. You see this, friends? It goes up and it grinds. It's just starting to grind sideways. That's what you like to see. Now, have you noticed, right, friends? This is why I'm actually your friend. Look at my buy zone here, man. We had the buy zone down here making videos and posts, and then it came back in here. It was still in here. Okay, that's when we got in. But look, I guess if you really wanted to, this is your new buy zone, but just that's it. Like you'd have to drop 40, 50%. Is it even going to get there? You don't know, man. This thing could just go up here, and now this is a new zone for a while. So that's why I don't know what comes next with these things. That's why I have a forte, friends. Our skill set: buying the depression, selling the euphoria. That's what it comes down to. And I just got to throw out a gentle reminder as well, right? So if HEX keeps recovering, and maybe there's rotations and stuff in, you don't even have to really go too extreme in altcoins, because I know, friends, a lot of people don't trust, meme coins. They haven't done the work and research. I get it, man. I get it. It's so unknown. Like, it's the same thing. Like, everyone says to me, oh, you're in Landwolf on Ethereum, but there's like 15,000 other altcoins and stuff. Yeah, man, there are, man. That's why, friends, it's so hard. You can't even, no one has enough time. How could you build that many relationships to know whether some person's full of S? And trust me, there's a lot of snakes online anyway. They just dump on you no matter what. Okay, so with ICOSA, though, it's the first step outside of the HEX. So if Richard Hart core coins, eHEX is now relegated to a lottery ticket, okay? And you have ICOSA Hedron. Like, it's right there. It's an expansion on HEX. So as HEX goes up, people will like staking again. And remember, friends, the yield's going down over time. So people have to stake longer and longer to do it. And if they're staking longer and longer, they have to utilize the ICOSA and the HEX platform. So you can see all of them working out. I'm also going to do a quick mention as well of Inc, friends. Now, this is Inc versus Pulse. This is the Inc chart. Inc has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the red weekly candles. If you look at the Inc Pulse ratio, it's still around, jumping around here. So it's probably going to have the same Inc versus pHEX type of ratio. They're going to be volatile here and there. Things are going to take turns. But ultimately, look, someone in the background, friends, like you can see, people can come in and start like, oh, golly gee, I wonder who this is. I wonder if this is Richard himself. It'd be funny. People can come in, friends, and buy one of the legs. You can do that, but rotating from one coin to the next, it's not adding anything. We need the bridge. That's it. We need the bridge. You know, it's funny. I still remember, once again, crucifying Somi again when I told everybody, look, if you guys want a 100x above day one sac price target, which is what everybody relegated themselves down to, which from a 300x above day one sac, If you want that, the bridge needs to be putting in something like $50 million a week, like $1 billion a month to sustain, to actually get to those prices and stuff, to get there. $500 million. I forgot what the number was, a couple $100 million. And the bridge was, no money was coming in. It was like losing $4 million a month. But we need like 400 million per month. And when I posted that, people said, well, fighting it again. No, friends, you can't just make money out of nowhere. Market cap matters. That's why didn't bother talking to everyone, but just saying, oh, look at a denial and cope. Market cap matters. You need money to bridge in and to keep sustaining these things out to fuel the people exiting. Otherwise, it's just Richard inserts money, everything dumps down. It's funny enough, I said this last year. Look what ends up happening. That exact same scenario, right? Richard Hart injects $14 million PulseX. Everyone just smacks it down. So that's very, very poopy how that happened. But hey, there's still plenty of opportunity, friends. You know, I've even showed you here HOA. This is the USD chart. This is the Tang gangs. Plenty of others, man, in the universe. We don't even have time to go through all of them. But if you're looking at it, all right, this is nice to see. See that? Every single time, look at this. Swoop, swoop. Maybe it's going to swoop up again. That'll be beautiful to see. Even if you put it on a regular chart, look how it looks like that. Look, not financial advice for any of these, of course. But if you check into the pulse ratio, you get a bit of it in perspective. Look at the Tang gang once again above the all-time high pulse ratio. That means, friends, that's all that matters. You're beating pulse. You need that. That pretty much you're growing. And guess what? We're already seeing that's, on average, that's what happens out there. Now, I've also have PoorPleb here, friends. A lot of people, this is funny. Shout out to Mr. HEXY Bastard. He's kind of saying, hey, man, how can we talk about other stuff here and there? I was like, Habib, Mr. HEXY Bastard. You know, I was talking about your coins, sir, while you were holidaying, while you were in Vegas, while you were in Dubai. Your friend Summer here was throwing it out. Friends, you all remember. I'm like, hey, this is, we go back here, right? Let's go back to the pulse ratio. Look when we entered down here. Since November last year, PoorPleb came down, and I go, guys, I know this thing is in the cheap zone here, right here. I go, but to be honest, when these things go down, they take a couple of months to rinse out. But hey, cheap is cheap, and I was just DCA buying. Look at this. I had this little fluff up, it even comes back down. You know what's even funny, friends? This is kind of amazing. That's how I know I've done this for like way too long. When we came up here, I said, look, it's good that the price is rallying, but it's too early. I go, these things always do some sort of double or triple bottom. What happened, friends? There you go. Exactly. Every single time. You see time and time again, friends. The market never lets you give you a free pass. Oh, I get to get in, just win. It rinses you everywhere. Everywhere it rinses you. That's it. You get in, it's a low. Oh, it's going to come back. You don't know, right? It's going to... See, that's the thing, man. Sometimes it does a higher low. Sometimes it matches the low, right? Sometimes it breaks the low, which is what I did right here. I broke the low. Look, it come back up. Isn't that funny, man? It breaks the low on the... Let's just show you, friends. No one out there is day trading PoorPleb based off its pulse ratio. Pretty much no one out there, okay? No one knows what they're doing. But it's interesting how the market mechanics sends it lower on the pulse ratio, then breaks resistance. Isn't that crazy how it does that? It comes up here and smacks it. Well, like, come and test it up here. So it's just fascinating to see the mind of the market, the wisdom of the crowd. People, individually, you ask them, I don't know what's going on. I'm just drinking beer. I'm just patting my pet turtle. I don't know what's going on here. But if you look at the ratios, you're like, wait a minute. The collective mindset of the market seems to be doing a pattern. Guess what? Still in the zone. Now, where would it be expensive? Probably up there from here to the top. That's another 5x, 6x on Pulse. That'd be beautiful. 6x on Pulse. Imagine Pulse does a 10x from here. That's 60 banger. You know what I mean? The potential is huge, man. You don't know which ones are going to do that full rotations. Maybe they match them here and there. But there's so many things to discover here if you're just willing to put in time work. When put in time work, I mean, I'm doing it here for you, just showing you, pumping you all these charts. This could go on and on and on. Remember, friends, last one, Blastar. We went through this. It's still in the buy zone. This is Blastar USD. And I'm putting it on the PLS ratio. You see what I mean? Look at that. Zips up, come back in. And by the way, these can take a long time, friends. They can take a long time. Not going to lie. It can take a long time. Hell, I'm not joking. Blastar could be done for the year. And then it goes up next year. Okay, but my job is not to judge whether, I'm not to judge anything like, okay, is it going to come up next or is it not going to happen? No. I just hunt cheap prices. If I see value, I grab it. That's it. That's how you survive. That's how it's buy low, sell high. That's it. Now you've been armed. We are friends. It's an Ash Ketchum Pokemon hat. So none of this is financial advice. Go buy the government bond. See how that works out. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.